To be called to the bar is the culmination of long years of study, but it is also the beginning of what I hope will lead to you a rich and fruitful career as a barrister. You deserve to be warmly congratulated for your admission to the bar, which is the result of long years of hard work, leading to the successful completion of your studies. The support of your family and friends have undoubtedly been invaluable. Today is also the day where you join this noble profession practiced through the pursuit of justice. It is important in that respect to always bear in mind that it is your independence of thought, your critical mind, and your perseverance that have brought you here. A few minutes ago, you have taken an oath, a commitment to practice law without any fear or favor. This fearless approach, free from the influence of others and supported by strict observance of ethics, must guide your practice as a barrister. Be independent in your thinking and bold in your advocacy. This profession has historically been referred to as a noble profession. It is governed by stringent norms and values. But what does this mean? Dressing appropriately for the job and sporting elegant court attire is part of it, but that is not all. Comme dit l'adage, la vie ne fait pas le moine. As a barrister, you're bound by a series of legal, ethical, professional, and moral obligations. To really embody the characteristics of the noble profession, you will be expected to stand up for those who do not have a voice and secure the best outcome for your client, within the parameters of the law and while strictly adhering to the highest ethical standards. You will be responsible for the fate and fortune of your clients who put their trust in you. As such, it will be incumbent upon you as counsel to defend, protect, and promote your client's interests through the exercise of fearless and vigorous advocacy. Remember, you stand between anarchy and freedom. In his play, Henry VI, Shakespeare famously wrote, "The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers." End of quote. Lawyers are also guardians of the rule of law and individual rights. Rejecting criticism and silencing lawyers is how tyranny and the suppression of an ordered society usually starts. The core principle of the rule of law is that, and I quote from Lord Bingham, all persons and authorities within the state, whether public or private, should be bound by and entitled to the benefit of law publicly made without effect generally in the future and publicly administered in the courts. End of quote. The rule of law is owned by everyone in society. It is a fundamental constitutional principle. It has impacts on our everyday lives. It ensures civil order and underpins the functioning of a successful and peaceful society. A strong and independent bar has a crucial role to play for the seeking and obtaining effective remedies against arbitrariness or any form of abuse of power. So be bold and argue fearlessly before us, an institution proven time and again to be an independent judiciary. You must, however, always bear in mind that although you have a duty to defend your client to the best of your ability, your overriding duty lies first and foremost to the court. And this requires from you every effort and commitment to assist the court in ensuring that the proper and efficient administration of justice always prevails. Such a duty is indeed paramount to the extent that you are bound to disregard any instructions from your client which may conflict with your duty to the court or which may adversely impact upon the due administration of justice. As you are aware, any failure to comply with the Code of Ethics may render you amenable to disciplinary proceedings and sanctions. But the norms set down in the Code of Ethics are by no means exhaustive. The Code of Ethics indeed lays down the essential rules of professional conduct, setting out the minimum requirements and standards which you need to comply with. As a barrister, you must refrain from embarking into any kind of dishonest or discreditable activities or any conduct which may be prejudicial to the administration of justice. nor should you adopt any conduct, whether private or in public, which is likely to diminish public confidence in the legal profession, or which may, in one way or another, bring the legal profession into disrepute. The Code of Ethics also enjoins you to refrain from causing or allowing the publication or broadcasting of any information concerning a case in which you are counsel, unless you can do so without disclosing confidential information and without using that situation to attract any publicity, direct or indirect. It is also significant to bear in mind that the successful completion of your bar studies is not an end in itself. Your practice at the bar would constantly require from you a sound knowledge of the complexities of the law, as well as the exercise of a number of demanding skills. You will thus be called upon to display at all times a high standard of professional skills and competence, be it in respect of the conduct of cases, in the imparting of legal advice, in the drafting of legal process, or in the course of your submissions in court. The way ahead for a successful practice at the bar can therefore only be forged by constantly striving to improve your knowledge and skills. It is a fact that the practice of law in Mauritius has become more competitive in view of the large number of new barristers joining the bar over the recent years. All this no doubt contributes to make it harder to earn a living as a barrister. But there will always be room for competent barristers who, through their hard work and professional commitment to high standards, are able to respond to the exacting demands of the profession. You will only be able to succeed on the strength of your merits. There is no shortcut to success, as there is no substitute for hard work, discipline, and perseverance. I have no doubt that you have all the qualities to take up the challenges with which you will be confronted in the course of your career at the bar. We have every reason to believe that you will be able to live up to the highest standards in the exercise of your profession. As the new generation, you are the future. We look forward to you with hope, faith, and confidence for maintaining and enhancing the values which you have inherited and which you need to uphold by joining this noble profession. On behalf of the judges of the Supreme Court, and in my own personal name, I extend to you our very best wishes for a successful career at the bar. Before I invite the members of the bar to take their seat, may I request members of the bar as seated in the second repeat room to make room for the new members of the bar.